good delivery in the end, but it's costly.
He's played it well in the end, hasn't he? Got a bit of bat on it and the pace on the ball. Jamie Overton, as we know, can really kind of fire the pace up, so ended up doing brilliantly there. These boundaries starting to build a little bit momentum coming back towards Kent.
Yeah, it's just where the pressure begins to build a little bit on the fielding side, and the fielding captain, Tom Abel. No Lewis Gregory today. He's with the Ashes camp that's going on, that started yesterday. So Joe Denley, that's the reason he's not playing as well. Great opportunity for Lewis Gregory.
It is, and he's a great cricketer. I've spent a lot of time with Lewis over the years. Yeah, very, very good cricketer.
Finds the gap. So what will he bring to a Test side?
Control. He's got great control with the ball and definitely explosive with the bat. That's why he's a massive miss for this Somerset side. One of the best performers with the bat last year in this competition. So, yeah, he's a three-dimensional cricketer again. We say that so much about kind of young players these days.
Clever, just took the pace off that time. Good surface here, really looks a good pitch. This game being played next Wednesday against Ireland. Lewis Gregory there, Joe Denley, Jack Leach, Jason Roy going to open the batting. Ollie Stone back in the squad, impressed in the one-days in Sri Lanka last winter. Ollie Robinson marches on, 37 now.
How exciting is that? Jason Roy opening the batting.
Well, come on then, is that a decision you would have made?
I'm not a selector, Nick.
No,
thankfully.
well, I'm asking, I mean, you know him really well. You've played a lot of cricket with Jason. How do you think he'll go as a Test match opener?
The one thing about Jason is he's got that self-belief. Again, we talk about temperament in international sport, and we've seen him be successful on the biggest stage now, so there's no reason why he can't translate that in.
Absolutely. Yeah. Clever. Very clever. What a shot that is. Slightly predetermined. He knew the third man was up on the one. 11 from the over. 91 for 3 from 10. Looked like it was a slower ball, but even then, there was enough pace on it.
It shows how good this pitch is, actually. Those slower balls aren't holding up as much, and still pace on the ball, which he utilised brilliantly.
Maxi!
Jamie Overton's been a little expensive so far, 2 overs 0 for 24. He was the star, or one of the stars for Somerset last year in this competition. 24 wickets, third leading wicket taker, but under pressure at the moment. Max Waller, 2 for 17, changing ends.
Seems like the go-to man, actually, Max Waller. Certainly has been for Somerset through the last few years, and he just keeps on getting wickets.
How would you look to play him then?
I don't want to say too much. We've got to play him at the back end of the tournament, and yeah, you've got to hit him straight. He's not a massive turn of the ball. Yeah, guys who play him well, play him exactly like that, nice and straight, down the pitch as well. Has got a bit of a slingy, quicker ball, so actually he sees people if you move around, try and reverse sweep him or sweep him. He fires it in pretty well, and yeah, he's a clever bowler, actually. Look at that economy, 6.82 is really impressive.
Well, they've done brilliantly me here, Ken. 93 for 3. Bearing in mind there was 7 for 2 of, what, 1.5 overs. Both openers dismissed quickly. That's a really good reply. Again, beautifully played. Just using the pace that was there. The outfield is quick, the pitch is good. That's really good batting.
There's that quicker ball we've just spoken about, and thankfully that straight batted shot, he's got it through the gap. And yeah, as you mentioned, Nick, this outfield really is quick. Certainly when it gets onto those used pitches down there, the net pitches, it really does run away.
Delivery again. Alex Flake hoping to come back, can't make it. 7 runs from the over, 98 for 3.
Great movement. The best in the world. I'm the king of the world!
You're gonna need a bigger boat.
Craig Overton then.
Are you sure, Nick?
Yeah.
You told me a story a minute ago.
It's at the Royal London Cup final. It was a great day for Somerset. Again, we've seen this shot. It's been very, very useful on this surface. It's just a fraction too wide. And the pace used well. 100 up, 102 for 3, going nicely. I say width. It's just brilliant batting, isn't it? He made the width at the end.
Might be slightly generous there.
Yeah, we did an interview at the end, and we were just out in the outfield, and he came and joined us. Peter Trigo was with us, and I was thinking, is that Jamie or is that Craig? And I had no one in my ear telling me which one it was. So in the end, I just said to Peter, I said, how well does this lad bowl?
It's like whenever you meet someone and you can't remember their name. Hello, mate. Generic. Anyone it is.
Probably, well, you tell me, probably the right idea, trying to hit the pitch rather than go Yorkers at this stage?
Without a doubt, yeah. At this stage, kind of big-ish boundaries in pockets at this ground, so certainly to Alex Blake, that's a tactic we've spoken to him about that sides will look to kind of counteract. He's so good at hitting those full Yorkers.
Wants to come back for a 50. Yep, he'll get it comfortably enough. That is a really, really good innings. Terrific start for him in T20 cricket.
Excellent batting. He continues his great form this year, and technically brilliant, actually. Really just calm. Came in a difficult situation. Fantastic.
That's a good point you make. 7 for 2. 50 or 40 on debut. Says a lot about his character.
Not getting back in the side, Nick.
I'm sure you will. I'm sure it'll all be fine.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good bowling. Very good bowling. Yeah, good change up. 8 runs from the over, 106 for 3. Just make sure you get a big 100 in the club game on Saturday. You'll be fine.
He's got me getting a hit on the shin very early.
How well's he played?
Yeah, fantastic. That was a shot of pure class, actually, straight out of the textbook. And look, it's his temperament that's been so impressive in a difficult situation, very calm, and used the pace brilliantly, actually. It shows what a great pitch it is, that shot especially. But yeah, what a knock on under pressure. He's really stood up for the side.
Pleasing for all the fans and for those at the club, because the lad that's come through the academy and come through the youth system here, so they're producing good cricketers. right this time. Tried the same thing, just try to find that gap.
Yeah, apart from Mohamed Nabi, actually the top 5, all academy, well, and Jordan Cox as well at 7. That's really impressive, actually. All academy prospects and have come through the system. So, like you said, it's great. We haven't got the biggest budget in the world down here, so it's really important for us to continue to produce these cricketers.
Tom Lammonby, just 19 years of age. That's good keeping. That's really very good keeping. Never easy when it's off the inside edge, wrong-footed. It's very quick reactions. Tom Banton, looking forward to watching him bat.
I am, just not tonight.
I take that. Well, we talked up your mate,
Yeah.
Zach Crawley, at the top, and he didn't get many today.
It's always the way, isn't it? Yeah. Unfortunately, always the way. Tom Banton, yeah, very impressive, actually. And actually, a bit of homework's gone into a player like that. Another 360 degrees cricketer, and can be very tricky customer.
Clever bowling. Nothing from Rob Bailey. Bowling just following as he went leg side. Debut as well, Tom Lammonby. So some fresh faces around in tonight's game. 13 overs are gone, 109 for 3.
Are you totally ready for a healthier mouth? New Colgate Total toothpaste with a breakthrough formula helps fight bacteria on your whole mouth so that your teeth, tongue, cheeks and gums are protected for up to 12 hours. New Colgate Total also delivers effective enamel protection and cares for sensitive teeth. New Colgate Total for whole mouth health.
Seven overs to go. Jerome Taylor has got the ball in his hand. Couple of overs left for him. Picked up an early one, his first over. Nicking off stand-in captain Daniel Bell Drummond. 168 would constitute an excellent score from where they began. 7 for 2 in the second over. It may not be enough. This looks to be an absolute belter of a pitch, and you would imagine that somewhere around the 9 and over mark would be safe or safer. Gone. Taylor back into the attack. He took a bit of time to set his field, and that's why Blake has picked his man out at extra cover.
Well, Lawful does exactly what Ken did not want. Struggled to get the elevation straight to the man at extra cover. Good option to go through mid-off with the fielder in the circle. But another crucial breakthrough for Somerset. And Alex Blake has gone for 12 off 11. And Kent, 109 for 4.
Yeah, wicket at exactly the right time for Somerset, but you can tell by the hush around the ground, Kent fans feel that it was exactly the wrong time for them.
I think 180 is what Kent will be looking for from here if they can get to it. Just a case of batting smartly.
Yeah, 193 was the average score here in the Blast last year. Kent played quite magnificently, and they were undone on a pitch that was uncharacteristic, one has to say, against Lancashire in the quarter-final. But it had been runs, runs and more runs here at Canterbury up until that point. So you feel at the moment as though they are running a little bit shy. So a lot of responsibility on the shoulders of young Ollie Robinson, who's 51 not out on debut. Sean Dixon, who's just joined him at the crease. Full start. Good to see it. Where have you been anyway after the World Cup? You disappeared, had a little bit of a chance for a break.
Yeah, a little bit of a break. A little family holiday of 5 days to Barcelona and back. Had a great time. What a wonderful city. And great to come back to T20 cricket as well. People in, festive atmosphere, everyone having fun, and Jerome Taylor persevering from round the wicket. Kind of mystifying as to why he would do that. They've got Canterbury, Kent on the ropes here in Canterbury. 109 for 4. Goes around the wickets, takes LBW out, gives the batsman so many more options to try and work the ball into gaps or into boundaries. Just stick to the orthodox, try and get another wicket here and break the back of Kent's batting.
Yeah, he had the opportunity, didn't he, to have a go at a brand new batter from over the wicket, try and pin him in front or nick him off behind. You know what they say, simple game made complicated by players.
Yeah, but the batsman as well there. Robinson trying to give himself some room, which he doesn't need to do. The bowler's doing all the work for him, just standing in one place. If you are moving, move early so that your larger muscles solidify and gives you that base to try and get your smaller muscles accelerating through the ball. Yes.
My larger muscles solidified about 9 years ago. It's a lot of ball, good one from Jerome Taylor.
I feel the same way getting up every morning. Takes a while for the engine to start working. Send the right messages through. Right foot, left foot. I don't miss the warm-ups at all. Or the rehab, or the ice baths.
Oh, goodness me. Well, that's a result that none of the Kent fans or Kent players or even the two batsmen in the middle might have expected from that delivery. Mistake from Banton behind the stumps.
Really good delivery as well. Feel sorry for the wicketkeeper. It's just a second bounce that allowed the ball to bite into the turf, and you see Jerome Taylor.
What do you reckon he thought of it?
That's a very mild reaction, I would say, from Taylor. Just a little shake of the head, isn't it? Yeah, he was not happy. Yeah, bowled a good ball. Still went for 4.
It's a good over. Spoilt rather by the 4 byes, but the bowler was blameless. A wicket and 7 runs from the 14th. 116 for 4. Got a great run up, Jerome Taylor. I love watching him run to the crease. Sort of rolling but loose. He's one of those bowlers that when he's on song, he's fabulous to watch because he can make the ball talk. He makes it move late. And it's all rhythm.
And he surprises you with pace as well. There's great variation. I just like his thought process to remain as simple as his action and run up.
Fans up from the West Country, unbelievably well supported the Somerset County Cricket Club. It's gone straight up in the air, and for Tom Lavenby.
It's a good option to take with short fine leg up, but not really enough pace to try and work that over the wicket-keeper or that infield. They needed a partnership. Kent, unfortunately, a crucial wicket falls again, dragging their total back. What could have been 180, now looking more like a 160. Sean Dixon going for 2.
Just unable to get anything going at the moment. Lammonby making his bow as a professional cricketer. He's picked up his wicket. That'll be a moment he'll remember forever. But this Somerset team, they just keep coming at you. They've got wicket-taking options everywhere on the field. Tom Abell must feel very, very fortunate as captain to have a team as multifaceted as the one he's captaining at the moment. Another lad on T20 debut, Jordan Cox, joins Ollie Robinson at the crease. Kent have got to try and get Robinson on strike as much as they possibly can from here on in.
The pace at which Lammonby bowls, you're much better served as a batsman really going down the track at him rather than trying to use his pace, because he doesn't have great pace. If mid-off's up, try and move straight down the pitch at the bowler, try and clear mid-off as a boundary option, or even if with long on down, if you think you have the power and the muscle to get it over the boundary, still look to go straight down the ground.
Straight at the field, a direct hit might have been tight. So another good reason to hit it down the ground here is because they can't see it. Jamie Overton out there at long on. As the sun sets over the Frank Woolley stand and the pavilion here at Canterbury, the fielders, particularly where Jamie Overton is, have got absolutely no price. You hit the thing flat and hard at them out there, you stand a very good chance of getting away with it, even if you don't hit it particularly well.
This has been a good start here by Cox and Robinson. 5 wickets down. They need the scoreboard to tick over all the time, so run your ones and twos really hard. Try and manufacture a boundary at the right time, target a bowler or two, probably after the 16th or 17th overs. That's really well bowled. Beautiful way to get out of that over. Kent 121 for 5.
They're just strangling Kent here at the moment. Somerset said they came into the game full of confidence, brilliant in the championship. Won their first T20 Blast game just last night. And they're playing against a Kent team that are depleted, it has to be said. That Sam Billings, captain, is out injured still with that dislocated shoulder. No Heino Kuhn, he's out with concussion. Joe Denley's with England. Rolf van der Merwe. He's got a couple of overs left. Plenty of options for Tom Abell at the death. Decides to go with left arm spin.
Nice, nice. Come on.
Van der Merwe has been very, very good. He's mixed up his pace quite well, his length really well whenever he's felt under pressure. He's bowled into the pads of the batsman really full, almost yorking them. Really great options taken. A lot of experience in this Somerset side as well. They play well together.
Yeah, that's experience too. He just spotted Jerome Taylor out of position at the corner of his eye. It's a lesson, isn't it, for young players, whether you're batting or bowling for that matter, that if you're not happy as you take your guard and the bowler starts his run up, just pull away, it's fine. Your game, he has to wait until you're ready, and the same with the bowlers. Make sure you've got everything as you want it before you start.
Yeah! It's beautifully bowled. Held it back a little bit of flight. You saw a bit of grip and turn the earlier delivery, but this one dragged short when he saw the batsman coming at him. Beautifully bowled. No real intent other than just to use his feet there by Robinson. And the turn just enough to beat the bat.
Very good indeed. I think he might have sent him a telegram that he was coming. Set off very early. Van der Merwe just dragged it down. Spun it past him. It's a brilliant innings from Ollie Robinson on debut. Showed a lot of character. 53 from 49 for him. But he's gone and it's 122 for 6.
At Honda, when we have one good idea, we never stop. We keep going until we find another one. See your nearest dealer before 31st of August and discover even more great offers.
Sun in the eyes of Adam Milne. Kiwi quick, he can hit him. He's having real problems with the sun over the Frank Woolley stand. We've had games halted here at Canterbury in the past for the sunset. It's been here for hundreds of years, this ground, Kumar. You'd have thought they'd have stuck it the right way round.
Yeah, but it's a great ground when the crowds come in. It's a great game on in the middle, great place to watch.
We've got a problem here. We've got a problem. Well, welcome along to viewers on Main Event. You've joined us at an inopportune moment because the umpires on your screen there, Jerry Lloyds and Rob Bailey, have had to take the players from the field. Would you believe it? Last night we didn't bowl a ball because of rain down at the Ageas Bowl, Southampton. Today we're leaving the field because it's too sunny. Not the first time it's happened here at Canterbury. As the sun sets behind the Frank Woolley stand, it's almost directly behind the bowler's arm. And the batsmen simply cannot see the ball. This game.
I've never seen that happen before in my life. I've played 16 years almost of international career. This has never happened before.
Matt, you didn't play any international games here, did you?
No. I have seen Brian Lara bat in sunglasses, though. I think in Sharjah. The sheen off the pitch.
I don't remember the year, Kumar, but it happened at Old Trafford of all places, but they had to leave the field in the test match because the sun was reflecting off the windows in the press box back into the batsman's eyes. Dickie Bird took the players off. Test match at Old Trafford.
Very fussy, these cricketers, eh? These days.
I mean, being able to see is not overrated, is it, when you're batting? I know you used to use the force, but for people that are mere mortals, they need to be able to see it.
Jeffrey Boycott might probably say he could play this bowling with his eyes shut.
Well, we'll never know. 122 for 6 is the score. Take you back to the start of proceedings. Kent won the toss and decided to bat first on what looks to be a very, very good surface indeed. They are missing three of their three batters who'd play in the top 5. Daniel Bell-Drummond is the stand-in skipper for the first time for Kent today. He came and went early. Jerome Taylor nicked him off in the second over after Zach Crawley was nailed LBW by Max Waller for just 4 in the first. So the worst possible start for the Kent Spitfires in their opening match of the Blast. Here's how they happen. First over, big rap for Zach Crawley before the start. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to live up to that billing today. Max Waller sneaking one past him. Somerset were off and running. Jerome Taylor then saw off stand-in skipper Daniel Bell-Drummond, courtesy of an excellent catch from James Hildreth at first slip.
What impressed me really about the Somerset bowling, that it's been flexible, it's adjusted really well. And Waller, never afraid to take up the challenge. Nabi, a great catch again. Swirling Van der Merwe in the game as always. Been very, very good. With a good length. Nabi going for glory. Unfortunately, falling well short.
Yeah, just rescued things for a little while, hadn't they? Nabi and Ollie Robinson on debut. Together a stand of 61 before Nabi was removed. Then Jerome Taylor came back for a second spell and immediately removed Alex Blake.
It looked as if they were getting back in the game. It is always a little mistaken judgment, a little bit of good bowling, a brilliant beat. Not a lot of pace to work with for Dixon to try and beat that short fine leg off the lap. An easy catch for the wicketkeeper. You always talk about when a new batsman comes in, try and build a small partnerships. Unfortunately for Kent, never to be every stage wickets falling at regular intervals.
Lammonby picking up his first professional wicket. And then Robinson, who was starved of the bowling, really was stumped by Banton from the bowling of Van der Merwe. Played quite beautifully for 53 from 49, but rather ran out of momentum as partners at the other end were chewing up deliveries and keeping him away from the bowling. Excellent shot there as Rob Bailey is just shadowing, just rolling back the years there, Rob. I think you'll find that the sun is now not quite as violently in the eyes of the players as it was 5 minutes ago, so we should be expecting a start any moment now.
The game's built for right-handers, isn't it? Right-hander stands.
It was so much harder for us.
It's left-hander that was still in our eyes.
Well, the Kent batters are on their way back to the middle again. We shall get underway without further ado. Adam Milne has yet to face a delivery. It was him that stopped Roller Van der Merwe in his tracks, and the players went off the field. Jordan Cox is at the other end. He's just got 5 to his name at a run of ball. If things weren't difficult enough for Kent already, they've got to start again with just 4.5 overs left of their innings.
Adam Milne promoted about hard as Billion. I've seen Billion, he's quite handy with the bat as well. He's talked about as a bit of an all-rounder. Nice forward defense to start off with.
Easy, play me. Exactly on me. We're off.
It's been a really good spell here from Van der Merwe. Kept things tight, extracted a bit of turn. Finishes off well. Kent, 123 for 6.
Well, looks for all the world as though they're going to be a long way short of a good score here, Kumar. You had a quick look at the pitch at the beginning. What did you think?
I thought it was a good pitch. When I saw the fast bowlers first up and also the first over of Wall, it just looked a little bit spongy to start off. I think it'll just get better to bat on as the game progresses. Also on a pitch like that, with Kent set up the way they are with injuries, I actually thought they might set themselves up to chase, get their bowling out of the way.
Oh, that's a terrific shot. That shows you how good a deck it is. Adam Milne has just smoked that wide of mid-off for 4.
I think that's a really good lesson for the batsman that batted above him in the order about how to play a bowler bowling at the pace of Lammonby. Just try and hit down the ground as much as possible. Use your feet to kind of make your own momentum. Every time you try to be cute.
Down the ground again. That's the way to do it.
Just a great base. A second boundary in 4 overs for Kent. But just simple cricket shot. A nice wide base. Step into the ball and hitting through the line. And textbook. Works in any format of the game. Batting first is always difficult to understand what a good score is going to be. When to attack, especially in T20 cricket. That's a quick round up, and he's missed it. What a golden opportunity to get another run out, a risky run. But it ends well.
All's well that ends well. Would have been miles short, though. Slower delivery, straight at point. Getting a bit antsy in the crowd here at Canterbury. Really decent turnout tonight. Unusual for weekend games to start at 7 o'clock. The Women's Ashes down at Taunton finishing late tonight, hence the 7 o'clock start. They've come out in force to support their team. Good to see. Beautiful night too. Bad weather that was forecast has not shown its face. Lamondry through his third, 1 for 19 for him, 135 for 6. It's all you need. Bit of decent weather. And they come flocking out to see the blast. Well, Van der Merwe is going to finish off his spell from the pavilion end. For 17 from him. You still feel that Kent need another 40 from the last 18 deliveries here to be competitive.
Another dart, come on!
None there.
Dart,
Such
boys.
a competitor, Roelof Van der Merwe.
The batsman has to do something proactive here.
Straight down the ground, straight down the throat of Jamie Overton. He breaks through again.
No real power behind that shot. The intent was right. Used his feet, got to the pitch. Middled the ball really. Not enough power or elevation. Another easy catch for the fielder at long on. Van der Merwe, how well has he bowled? He's happy. Kent, not so much. Jordan Cox, he's got to go for 7. 135 for 7.
Well, Huddersfield Yearn. He's got some guns on him, that is for sure. If he tags it, it's going to go a long, long way. Kent can do with some violent stuff from the blade of the big man. Best of 41 not out, strike rate of just under 120. Fireworks required from the two big burly fast bowlers at the crease. Adam Milne's already struck a couple of sweet boundaries down the ground. Phil Yearn has got to line up Van der Merwe. Just checking whether or not the batters have crossed. Good effort if they have, because the ball was hit flat. Just getting confirmation that they have indeed. So it will be Milne on strike. It was a good effort. He's on a travelator or something. How do you get down the other end?
Lucky.
Really good batting again from Milne. Very effective, simple things, isn't it? Hitting down the ground, building the ball every time. A lot of the things the more established batsmen did wrong. Tried to get a little too funky, moving around a little bit too much. Had a great recovery with both Robinson and Nabi at the crease. Unfortunately, they couldn't carry on. Hardest Villian has to finish it off.
Bowlers hate this situation. Go out there, probably smash a quick 20 at the end, get back up in the dressing room looking at the batters and going, what were you doing? It's flat as anything out there. You're going to expect me to bowl people out on this?
It has been very flat, to be fair, and a really well set field. 3 men in the circle, short third man, point and cover. The sweeper really straightened up more towards long off. That means Van der Merwe is going to go full.
Got him! Too far across. Van der Merwe, straight as you like. He picks up his third. It's been a brilliant spell from him. And he is fired up and delivering.
Quite a few wrong options taken by the Kent batsman. One there again. And Emil was looking so good every time he went down the ground. Used the full face of the bat, unfortunately. A paddle sweep, sees the back of him. He's gone for 11, 137 for 8.
Yeah, brilliant spell from Van der Merwe. 3 for 19, 11 dot balls, almost 2 overs of dots for the left-arm spinner. On a pitch that, well, wasn't ragging by any means. He was just clever with his pace, with his flight, and was too good on this occasion for Kent.
You got to keep an eye on those dot balls as well. Anything over 40 dot balls per batting innings, and you always fail to set up a good score. You talk about sixers, you talk about boundaries, but sometimes it's a good old-fashioned single, the twos, the threes that really make a difference in T20 cricket.
Big Hardus goes down the ground. Didn't get anywhere near the middle of the bat on it, but he doesn't have to. Look at the size of it.
He looked surprised, didn't he? It's almost as if he tried to apologise for hitting it that far. He looked up in surprise, but was happy that he made it to the boundary.
Tom Abel is ringing the changes out there. Fielders on the boundary, all on the leg side, one on the off at long off. Chips it into the offside, it'll just be one. Kayam turns blind anyway. Had no idea where the ball was.
It's Kayam's turn to now really get better on ball, get Villian back on strike. Doesn't have to be a hero just yet. He can do it with the ball. But Villian, a few big blows from his bat will hopefully drive this total up and above the 160 mark.
So fine leg goes back. The deep mid wicket comes up inside the circle now for Kayam.
Yeah.
Hard into the pitch, the hip of the new batter, who turns blind again. There's a bit of a mix-up, could be a run out, but the throw is a weak one.
Well, there's a slight advantage in turning blind and being halfway down the track. Any misfield offers you the chance of a second. Caillou made it easy. Villian was huffing and puffing, trying to make it down to the other end. Stop, start, stop, start. Yeah, he made it easy.
That's high in the air. Down the hill, downwind, all the way for 6. The 5th of the innings, and boy, it can't need that. 150 up.
Yeah, Sam Billings says that it's the first time he's ever seen a shot like that from Kayum. Yeah, walked across. Just 2 feet outside off stump. Beautiful wrist coming into the ball. He knew exactly where he was heading in, Butch.
That's magnificent. Get him up the order. Need to have more faith in your players, Billings.
It's not like he's running where he turned blind. His eyes followed the path of the ball perfectly then, didn't it?
Oh, bowl, good comeback from Lammonby. Kent have never lost at Canterbury T20 to Somerset. So perhaps there's a bit of history on their side. It looks at the moment like they're short, but you never know. Just hearing in my ear that this is their lowest score against Somerset at Canterbury. They'll get one more and another delivery there.
That was very, very wide. Reacting to the batsman moving all around the crease. Yeah, well thought out, badly executed. Yeah.
He's done it again. Jerome Taylor tracks back but can't get there. And they pick up 2. Handy runs these at the death from Imran Kayum. 153 for 8, 1 to go.
Actually pretty smart batting as well. Move well across, knowing the line will be well outside off stump. With the field set as it is, got enough bat to get a couple. And pretty handy with the bat as well. And the last over. At least 12 runs is what they'd be probably looking for. Jerome Taylor back around the wicket. We'll try and more Yorkers at the legs of Hardisvillian. Change of pace bumper as well. Villian will be ready. Deeper in his crease, hopefully. Watching the ball. Long on, deep mid wicket, deep square leg. Deep fine leg.
Yeah, looks as though Jerome Taylor is either going to hit the middle of the pitch or try and get it up. Leg stump Yorker. Field seems to be protected solely on the leg side, although deep square leg has just come up inside the circle. So he's got long on, deep mid wicket, fine leg, third man, and a man back on the sweep on the offside. Villian won't make it back for 2.
That's actually the proper length to ball. If you're a little bit too full and you're on leg stump, anything that's whipped past square leg will go for 4. You'll have to really be brave and hold that length. Probably see if a change in the field at the moment. Fine leg coming up into the circle. No, he's been pushed back again. Sweeper being brought up into the circle. So you might see the ball a bit shorter in length.
Slam down the ground. What a shot that is. Jamie Overton makes excellent ground to haul it in.
They try to bluff the batsman. Set the field for a shorter ball. Went full. But Kayum up to the task. Really, really well played. Unfortunate not to get a boundary. Some great fielding from Jamie Overton. With this angle, he can't really drop short because he takes the ball across the right hander on the offside.
Yeah. There's a man back there. Will only get 1. So far, so good for Jerome Taylor. Just 4 runs from 3 deliveries.
The field remains as it is. Everyone up on the offside. Cover point. Cover, extra cover, and mid-off. All in the circle. Taylor's got to be pinpoint accurate with this delivery.
for two, and they'll get him as well. Fumble down there from Jamie Overton. Just a couple of little errors in the field from Somerset. At the end, they've been pretty faultless up until now. Oh, he smashed it. And it's gone a long, long way back. Completely and utterly unorthodox, but powerful to the max.
Jerome Taylor's made life difficult for himself with the field set and the angle of bowling around the wicket to the right-hander. He only has one way to go and one area to bowl at. He doesn't have the option of trying to go wide outside off stump with the field set. He really can't drop it too short. He can't bowl length.
I just wanted you to talk me through the technique of that shot.
A bit agricultural, that, but effective. He's got the strength, doesn't he?
Yeah, just a little bit. Excellent stuff. Really good from Hardisville Yearn. Strike rate of 250 from the big man. One ball to go. He's got to run. And he's gone, and he's flattened Jerome Taylor in the process.
Well, ball, dropped the long off back. That's some really good cricket all around. Yeah, he probably just shot. Jerome Taylor, lucky to walk away from that.
Yeah, excellent work from Taylor. He'll need a nice bath. It is for sure. That is the end of it. Somerset have performed superbly in the field to restrict Kent, who won the toss and batted first, 165 for 9. Bill Yearn finished up 15 from just 7 deliveries at the end. Van der Merwe was superb, 3 for 19 from 4 for him. And as the sun sets here on a Saturday night at Canterbury, the Spitfires, well, they've struggled. A depleted batting lineup. A maiden 50 for Ollie Robinson in his T20 debut. 34 from Mohamed Nabi, the only scores of real consequence, as they have struggled to make it to 165 for 9.
For Somerset, yeah, it was a day where the captain can be proud of his bowlers. Waller starting off, 24 runs in 18 balls, but 2 crucial wickets. Taylor with 2 wickets, a little bit expensive in comparison. Jamie Overton, the most expensive, 2 overs for 24. But Roelof van der Merwe, 4 overs, 19 runs for 3 wickets, the standout star. They'll fancy this chase. Well done to the bowlers.
So Somerset will require 166 runs to win at 8.3 runs per over to beat Kent at home for the first time in T20 ever.
Thanks to Royal London and Sky Sports, all of the 1 over challenge entries are now in. So who will get to bowl 1 over against Nasser on the 7th of July?
There have been some truly original entries. We have selected our top 3.
Take us through it, Nas.
Well, Aidan, what a run-up, what a hairstyle as well, and a superb delivery at the other end. And Joe, our off-spinner, drift away, spin in. That is an amazing ball.
Yeah, they both came very close, but there could only be one winner. Aqib Iqbal with this beauty.
Absolute Jaffa. Lots of pace, great action, demolition at the base of the stumps, and watch the celebration as well. It doesn't get any better than that.
Time for you to get into the nets, I think, Nas. Congratulations, Aqib, and good luck. Thanks to everyone else who entered as well. Look out to see how Aqib gets on against Nasser on the wicket at Canterbury.
To watch the full analysis of all 5 shortlisted clips, head over to skysports.tv/Royal London.
All right.
Just admiring the view. Is that a 6-pack?
Are you drunk?
Drunk on love.
Right. What is it?
Do you remember when I said we shouldn't use purple bricks?
Yeah, you said we'd have to do it all ourselves.
Apparently they can do everything for you. Daisy and Chris love them.
So why do we pay all that commission?
Is your hair growing back?
No.
Save yourself from commisery at purplebricks.co.uk.
Colourful barbecues start with colourful drinks. Grab this barbie by the passion fruits and roar! J2O, find your mojo.
And last weekend in Amsterdam was great, although I thought the place was a bit expensive.
That's strange. I got quite a good deal on the hotel.
Seriously? You think £200 a night is a good deal?
What? No, never spent that on a hotel.
Well, how did you do it then?
Well, with Trivago, you can search for the hotel you want, select the dates, and Trivago will compare prices from hundreds of websites worldwide to find the ideal hotel for you.
Do I know you?
Hotel.
Trivago.
Hotel Trivago.
A new BMW 3 Series doesn't quack, but you can rent it from only £39 from Sixt. Sixt, drive smug.
Why don't you
save up to 60% off in our huge sale at Go Outdoors, the UK's biggest outdoor stores.
Kent Spitfires T20 campaign is underway. 165 for 9, led by Ollie Robinson. Young man on debut, played beautifully, 53. Good support from Mohammed Nabi. He got 34. It's some lovely shots down the ground. As far as the bowlers, well, Rulaf van der Merwe was the pick, 3 for 19. But all those bowling figures are good. The pitch here is pretty good as well down in Canterbury. So Somerset, having won their first game, will require 166 runs to win their second. Rob Key, what have we learnt about Ollie Robinson on debut today?
He has a bit of a sense of occasion in his first ever T20 game for Kent, and they were in a bit of trouble when they came in. There's no Billings, there's no Denley, so they're weak on their batting as far as their experience is concerned. So the young lads had to step up. Ollie Robinson did that. I thought that was an excellent shot and had a bit more touch about him. He looks a good player. He's having an excellent year. Standing keeper for Billings. So we'll see him with the gloves in a little bit, but with the bat, he scored, I think, a couple of championship hundreds in the first division. Once when Kent were in real trouble, actually, as well. So it's an excellent knock. So look, he's a fine player, a really good prospect down here at Canterbury.
What have we learned about Somerset with the ball there? How happy will they be when they reflect on that?
I think slightly unhappy, actually. I mean, you'd always tell, I think Kent are under par. This looks a good surface, might skid on as well a little bit. And we saw some of the shots the lower order were hitting, shows it's a good pitch. But when they had them 7 for 2, actually, I thought some of the plans were poor. That one shot that Nabi hit, where he smoked it into the apartments, actually then, Jerome Taylor, I don't like that, round the wicket. When you've got to start 2 down in the power play, to then go round the wicket, just dead, bowling it in the slot, it wasn't a great plan. And I wasn't sure about, well, the execution was even worse. But I think they take that. If you'd offer that when Kent said we'll have a bat, then to get 165, I actually think they're under par. So Somerset weren't at their best with the ball, but I think that was such a good side, Somerset.
Well, Tom Abel said at the toss, didn't he? He said, we're happy to have a bowl first. We think that's our best way of winning. It's what they did in their first game. How much are you looking forward to watching Babar Azam and Tom Banton bat in, what, a couple of minutes from now?
Yeah, Babar Azam, everyone knows we saw him in the World Cup, a real technician. Someone who just plays so beautifully, never looks like he's rushed. If he rushed actually a little bit against Kent's attack, they got some pace. Tom Banton, I love watching him bat. He is someone that has a real X factor. If he gets in, we will see some extraordinary shots from Tom Banton today.
With the Kent head on, Who are you going to open the bowling with? Are you going to think about changing the pace up, or will you go with the quick boys?
I think they'll open up with Abbey. I would personally get the quick guys in.
Troops out. I think it's the first time he's captained the side in this format.
Yeah, he is. I think he's about the fourth captain
Fourth
now.
choice.
The rest of them have gone. So I saw him talking with Matt Walker, the coach, so a lot of pressure on Bell Drummond. Just have a go.
Yeah, there he is. He'll probably have a few words to say. Let's get up and join our two commentators, Sam Billings. It's with Mark Butcher.